I think the CCS notion is very important in the way we are trying to construct the future of the single European sky. I would say that the CCS is a kind of pioneering step in this endeavor. We do believe that what we will have is not one single system as such, which will be monolithic. It will be much more a number of components that will be fully interoperable, that will be able really to communicate seamlessly, that will create a completely seamless and single environment for the operators at the end of the day. And the CCS is a very key component because if we don't have it, basically we can take the further steps.
So the virtual centers are an important contributor to the future architecture definition of ATM in Europe. The CoFlight Cloud Services, like the others, virtualization of centers, will be a fundamental enabler. It is vitally important that the interoperability between units is achieved and that the work that we are performing under this operational excellence activity of the airspace architecture study would endeavor to see the best in class to start to create this kind of European standard also in the virtual center concept.
So CoFlight Cloud Services, which familiarly called CCS between us, is an innovative concept of flight data processing service delivery from an ASP to an ASP, and which is based on the CoFlight product, which is next generation FDP. As CoFlight is developed by our industrial partner Thales and Leonardo, ENAV and DSNA have added on the CoFlight product a service layer which is aligned with SWIM principle and aligned with the CESAR Virtual Center activities. And the aim is to allow any customer to have access to the CoFlight capabilities through open and standardized interface and technology.
CCS will allow new service concepts. It will make new SLAs available for different usages of the CoFlight system, and therefore it will reduce costs of the ATM operation in Europe as well.
So one of the things about CoFlight Cloud Services is that it is a game changer in how air navigation is done and how the air navigation service providers work. So we will no longer have a system sitting in our house, and as a function of that, our business model changes as well. And I'm hopeful and indeed confident that a lot of other ANSPs in Europe will eventually follow the same path and change their business models, thus making the whole network across Europe more efficient, safer and with greater capacity. The Skyguide's part in the CCS partnership began a number of years ago when we decided that what we needed to do was to go and head into a virtualized world and move our systems from being monolithic into a service-orientated architecture. And we then started looking for partners who could provide us the inputs into that service-orientated architecture, and we went to DSNA, to ENAV, and thus CoFlight Cloud Services was born.
Why can't we use the cloud as well in air traffic control? I'm a computer science engineer. I have designed systems for air traffic control for 15 years. Having CoFlight Cloud Service, a data center for air traffic control, 1,000 kilometers from Switzerland, managing the information, sensitive information for us, is something extremely innovative.
The new architecture ATM in Europe is to be more scalable, is to be more standardized and more based on services. That's why Europe is developing the concept of ATM data service provider. And all the current air navigation service providers are data providers for their own benefit. But being a data provider for an external partner is both an operational, a technical, and maybe also a legal challenge. I think DSNA, ENAV and Skyguide, we are ready to face this challenge. And the fact that CoFlight Cloud Services has been agreed as the first SWIM-compatible data service in Europe is a very good success.
CCS is for us really the first step, the first on the market, somewhere to be delivering this ADSP capability. So meaning providing us from a central point the information needed for many air traffic service units. So it's perfectly aligned to the virtual center concept as seen by SkyGuide, and we hope that the CCS will be really the first to move on a completely new market, creating this market for the future.
CCS has participated to the objective of the cross-validation objective, in particular because they have done the right exercise with SkyGuide and with iTech to demonstrate the cross-validation objective.
We have harmonized together huge teams with different skills in a multicultural environment in order to well perform. I would like to stress that without a robust cooperative approach, we couldn't have had the possibility to realize co-flight cloud services.
What is very nice with the agile methodology, with the difference of culture, which is another aspect of international work, is that all those people will collectively think about the best way to work together, so they can take into account their different way of working, and that's very, very nice with agile methodology.
For me, the main advantage of the agile method is that we can develop incremental version in a short development loops, including definition, developments, validation and correction.
On a technical perspective, I'm really satisfied on what we achieved in CCS. We have delivered a set of swim service description which are ready for our customer to be used in the STIS contract, and also for other potential customers that could be interested to use the service in Europe. We have also realized a gateway that will allow the access to co-flight from other customers according to the interface that we have defined. So we are fully satisfied with the result of our activities. From a human perspective, what I can say is that it was a very nice experience for me working in CCS. I had the opportunity to completely change my way of working and my mindset, and to exchange with excellent people working on several different topics. So I think that I will bring this experience with me for my future.